you to put on the air that I've lost my parakeet. And I said, well, ma'am, what happened? Tell me about it. Well, I had the cage door open and the parakeet got out and my back door was open and it just took off and just kept getting it. And I said, well, we'll try to do our best. Let me get your phone number. So we put on lost dogs and cats, and we've even had some cows and horses that have gotten out. So we do a lot of that. And that's the kind of neat thing. You get a local personality with the radio station here. This music may not be for you, but chances are you're going to like something we're doing here locally. But people do love this music, and they're all types of people, all walks of life. You may be just a common person, or you may be a physician or a lawyer or scientist. It takes everybody that loves to listen to WPAQ because we're unique. We're unique. We're giving something that's not out there. We're serving a purpose that's not already being served. My dad one time said, Kelly, you know, I look at it like this. If there are 27 stations up and down the dial and you know, you could be another number 28, why would you want to do that? Why wouldn't you want to be different? Give something that serve a purpose that's not already being served. So I've always tried to live by that. Like I said, we've tried to remain positive through this pandemic, and we've had to provide our clients with some perks. We've thrown in some extra ads. We've mentioned them on the air more than we maybe usually do, and we've had them come on the air and talk. And so you've got to be able to still function and stay in business and keep your clients happy, because if we can't keep our advertisers happy and our listeners happy, then we're going to go dark. We'll have to sign off and there'll be no more WPAQ. But I do want to say that one thing that's been great here is that we've been able to put people on the air to update and give us information about how the community is dealing with this coronavirus. We're hearing from the commissioners, we're hearing from the mayor, we're hearing from police officers, and we're hearing from concerned citizens. We're getting all kinds of perspectives and how folks are dealing with this. And we're putting that on the air. And at the same time, I know that's a negative subject, dealing with the pandemic, but you know, we'll follow that up with something like a good song or something comical from our announcers. And they're real personable. I like that about our announcers. They're down home, they're down to earth. They're a companion. You know, some people, you think about it, the radio is their only friendship. We're the only companion they have all day long. And I've had children and grandchildren say, I want to thank you. My mother or my grandmother doesn't have anything to do during the day, and she can listen to the radio. She listens to WPAQ. Every time I come in to check on them, they've got that radio on, and they've got a smile on their face. And I just appreciate you for that, if nothing else. And that just meant a lot to me, knowing that we might be the only friend that somebody has from a day-to-day basis. We carry the obituaries. That's one thing that's disappeared a lot with corporate radio, is to find out if someone has passed away, and people really, you know, listen to that, tune in for that every day. And I will mention this one time, we had a young announcer, and he didn't have any obituaries to read one morning. And he said, well, folks, I'm here and it's time to do the obituaries, but I see that we have none. But tune in tomorrow, because I'm sure we'll have some then. So anyway, we still do that, still provide the obituaries. The Mount Airy Ministerial Association has been a group that we have given time to all these 70 plus years. We've made time available each day for morning devotions and a a religious service every Sunday at 11 a.m. We provide that. That's given to the Mount Airy Ministerial Association. We've always donated that time. And I think that's important. My dad always said, we want to make sure that people know about Jesus Christ and the gospel. And so this is our way, one of our ways of fulfilling that. And we're like a ministry in a way. We do a lot of things. And I look at radio as a ministry. Companionship, a source of information. We're entertainment. We're all in the entertainment business. But like I said, if you see us more out and about in the coming weeks and months and years, I think it'll be because of this new station. I'm so excited about 106.7. We added a sister station back in the mid 90s, WSYD. It'll be 105.1, and it plays oldies, and it's a little different format. A lot of people enjoy that. It's going to be FM as well. So 2 FMs in 1 week when Mount Airy has not had an FM station all these years. So that's pretty good. We're moving to the next level. I think I've rambled on. I knew I would get to a point where rambling took over. So if you have anything you want to say or ask me, I'll try my best.
We'll take questions now, and I've got one from Joe Zelzik. Let's see here. Joe, you've said, will you be adding a local talk show about community issues?
I think we probably will. I think there's a real interest, a real need to do that. We used to have a program. Dave Sizer was at WPAQ back in the 70s and 80s. He had a program called Public Affairs or Community Affairs. And he would have folks from Northern Regional Hospital. He would have, I remember John Lockhart used to be on quite often, and had the Mount Airy JCs. Would have different folks in the community in for about a 15-minute program. I'd like to see that resurrected and do more of that type thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
So we were talking about the hometown aspect of the radio station, and I'm sure Sheila will get a kick out of this. You probably recall recently we lost a member of the military. And I remember back years ago when his mom, Sandy, and I worked together at Blue Ridge Orthopedics. And Jeremiah was kind of at that age on the fence about how he felt about Santa Claus. And so we kind of pre-filled Kelly with some information so that when Jeremiah called in, Santa would know things already. And it was so cool to hear Santa telling Jeremiah personal stuff that he knew about him already. And that made a big difference in that child's life because that parent was able to get a few more years in. So it was kind of neat how you can just have that local aspect and add that touch to children that you're not going to get on other radio stations. I mean, you can walk into a building and see a whole bunch of computers in a rack, and that's about 10 radio stations. People don't realize when you're listening to a radio station, that does not mean someone's sitting there behind the mic. Many shows are syndicated. You hear them. It's like Ryan Seacrest. He can't be on 25 radio stations at one time. It's syndicated. It's just a bought program that's on there. But we still have live people sitting behind the mic, and you just don't find that anymore.